One of possibly the best webtoons I've ever read has recently finished, and I've got to talk about it. So we're going to talk about The Greatest Estate Developer. By the way, hey, I'm Matt. I'm trying to get back into my love of reading. We're doing all kinds of things. We're doing books, webcomics, manga, audiobooks, all kinds of different things. The Greatest Estate Developer is a brilliant webcomic that is on the app Webtoon, as well as some other places, I think, but I've been reading it on the Webtoon app. The story is about a guy from our world in Korea who's had a bit of a terrible life, to be honest, but he is transported into a novel that he has read. It's one of those. It's an isekai, if you know what that means. Basically, it's whenever someone dies, or maybe they're transported magically into either a fictional world or into an alternate universe or something like that, right? Problem is that our protagonist is put into the body of Lloyd, who is, what's the word? Scum! He's scum! And the other big problem is that the actual protagonist of this story is supposed to kill him. He's supposed to kill him in the early parts of the story. And what he has to do now is not only avoid death, but also keep avoiding death and make it so that he can, in his own words, have a life of luxury where he can be lazy. Our protagonist, before being transported to this fictional world, was in architecture and building, and so he uses his knowledge of that to try and basically create an estate and improve the estate that his parents, now parents, have, make it more comfortable, more luxurious, more of a place where he can just relax and not die. Problem is, when you go against the story and you're stopping the story from reaching its natural conclusion, things start happening. So he essentially just keeps creating paradoxes, right? And so as a result of creating these paradoxes, the story keeps trying to shift and sort itself out. And so every time he thinks that he's solved it, in fact, what he's done is he's just created a new issue. And then he has to go solve that issue, and then another, and then another, and then another. And what is so fantastic about this is the writing and the illustrations. Because not only is the writing hilarious and translated beautifully, by the way, because obviously this isn't originally in English, it's originally in Korean, I believe, and it's been translated into English, and they've done a phenomenal job with it. But the drawing, the illustrations are just hilarious. The number of times that I have audibly laughed at a drawing is ridiculous with this story. Do you know how hard it is to pull off a genuine laugh out loud? A genuine laugh out loud. Not many books and stories do that. This one does. It's very, very funny from start to finish, and it's just finished. It's recently finished, so you can actually read the entirety of the story, apart from like the spin-off thing that they're doing now that it's ended. You can read the entirety of the story for free. So yeah, The Greatest Estate Developer. Check it out.